What happens when you mix the Little Mermaid and parkour?
Something that exists.
You get Netflix anime Bubble. Gravity-defying bubbles rain down, cutting off Tokyo from the rest of the world. The city's skyline becomes a playground for young people competing in parkour team battles. Protagonist Hibiki plummets into the sea, but is saved by a girl, Uta, with mysterious powers. Debuting at some film festival in Germany, Bubble. Greg, what'd you think? Bubble.
I did not enjoy it.
Which was better, this Bubble or the Bubble?
Oh, I think for this one, I will say probably this one, because the other one, like, I expected something at least that I would enjoy. Right. This, I had no expectations, even though, like, this is my thing. I'm not a huge anime person. Like, I like Spirited Away because that's just a good movie. At the end of the day, that's just a good movie. And like some anime Ghibli
stuff.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli stuff is like good, and I understand. This was, I don't know. Like I stopped it. I watched it for like 45 minutes, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I think I texted you when I was at this point. It's like I literally don't know what's going on, and I was like fully focused in. This wasn't. I was charging my phone upstairs, so my phone wasn't even with me.
Well, when we both watched it with Japanese language and English subs.
Yeah, right. And which I think is the best way to watch these things, though. I do really believe that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know what's going on. It's like, I know they're doing parkour.
Right.
And that I understood, but I didn't understand like what was at risk. The city was imploding because of bubbles, but also there's a bubble around them.
Right.
And so I was like, I literally don't know what's going on. And it's like, I'm pretty attuned, like with understanding, even if a plot's bad, I like understand this. I was just like, I literally don't know. And I had to pause it. Like, I just had to pause it. I had to step away from it. It was like, I need to get away from this movie because I don't know what's going on. Am I dumb? I was like, am I dumb? I literally like stopped and was like, am I stupid? I don't get this. Yeah. And then I came back like an hour or so later, watched 20 more minutes of it, and was like, I don't think I am dumb. I think this movie's dumb.
Oh no.
I don't think anything's happening.
Did you finish it?
I finished it.
Okay.
I still was like, I saw people comparing it to Little Mermaid, and I was like, I love the Little Mermaid. This is not the Little Mermaid. I think
that there was like direct, like it was part of the story that they were telling.
There was part, you're right. It was part of like, I understood that, but like, it was so funny. It was just like, but the like good parts of it were not like, it was just so weird.
Yeah.
And I get that can be some anime. I'm not saying that this is me not saying anime is weird. I just thought this was weird. And then I don't think anything happened. And then I also think that when you add parkour in, you're literally saying this doesn't matter. Like you're admitting this doesn't matter. We have like, it looks cool. 100% I'll say this movie looks awesome.
Yes.
Movie looks great. Like this is a good thing. I would think this is probably a good thing to like little kids. You throw this on.
It's rated R.
But they wouldn't know.
I don't know how it's rated R.
I don't know how it's rated R either.
There's
no
nudity.
There's no nudity or violence really. I mean, the violence is like very mundane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's PG. It's PG.
Oh, okay. It was like if it's rated R.
I thought I saw somewhere that it was rated R.
I thought I did too.
Yeah.
Either way, I think it's a good like background thing for kids. Just let them see the colors and stuff because it looks great.
Yeah, it does look awesome. The animation's super.
Animation is a 10 out of 10, but the movie I was just like, and when it ended, it's another thing too. When it ended, I didn't know it was done. It was like one of those things where like, oh, we're done. Like I did this actual thing where I was like, oh, story is over. And I like saw it. And like I said, and maybe it's just me. Maybe it was my fault. I'm not like attuned with anime, like especially recent anime.
Okay. So first of all, I would say that we plan to do one anime thing a week for anime.
Yeah.
And then we just didn't do that. Because there was other things. And I wanted to make sure that we at least got one in. And I had seen this on like things to watch on Netflix because I watch anime. I'm the resident anime guy. right? So I'm the one who picked this, and it was like, depending on where you looked, it was somewhat well regarded, but then other places it was like really poorly regarded.
Yeah, yeah, it had a very mixed review.
Yeah, super mixed reviews. Here's what I'll say is, with an anime film, okay, not necessarily series, but with an anime film, sorry, I had a long day. I'm looking for a couple different things. The first of those things is the animation well done? And I would say with this, the animation was very well done. The color schemes, the palettes that they used were very interesting. I thought the animation, particularly in the parkour scenes, was extremely fluid. And I felt like top to bottom, the animation was very well done. I think you're also looking for score. I liked the score of this movie. I thought that it played well to the movie. The movie used the score as a strength. The plot was bonkers. Like, there's no getting around that. The story of this movie was just like, it was nuts. But that's kind of the thing with a lot of anime movies is it's just kind of bonkers. And I think that that's something that Studio Ghibli does really well, is the stories are more, there's like a heartwarming and there's a moral sort of slant to some of those things. And I do think that you kind of got that a little bit with this, but not, it was so vague, it's so abstract that the story couldn't get it out of its own way. And I felt like they tried to do some different things throughout that kind of like pulled in different directions, and the story just didn't necessarily work for me. But that's not always something I'm looking for with an anime movie. I'm looking for good animation. I'm looking for score. If they're fight scenes, what are the fight scenes like, that sort of thing. And I felt the other thing that this particular film really struggled with was the main characters were really forgettable. Hibiki was just like a dude. I really want like the main character of an anime feature to be a little bit more interesting looking. And some of the other characters too, like the young kid that was on their team was just like, he looked like a Naruto ripoff. And the female lead character, Uta, it was just like something that was like, she looked like something out of Sailor Moon. And I was just like, okay, we've got this sort of like, blue-haired schoolgirl looking thing, and that's just what it reminded me of. It was like something, she just looked like something out of Sailor Moon to me. So the characters didn't really work too well for me, and the plot line was totally gibberish, basically.
Right.
But like you said, I do think that there's a place for this, because the score was well done and the animation was top notch, and I really like the color palettes that they chose. So for me, this is just like it's a very, very C. It's just a C. It's like it's like a 6.5.
I was gonna give it a 5.5.
Yeah.
And just like, because it's fun to watch, like in the sense of like, if you're not,
like
you don't care about anything, you just watch it. You can just watch it and be fine with it. But there's just nothing storyline about it that is interesting.
Yeah, it's like, I liked, they incorporated it into the parkour stuff pretty well, like, like the bubble jumping and stuff like that. But Little
I think it's like parkour is kind of lame, so I think that's probably part of it too.
See, I like those scenes. I thought that those scenes were interesting. More interesting. It was really the only action in the movie, what I mean?
I just mean, like, in general, parkour is lame.
Ninjas do parkour, man.
But they don't say they're doing parkour.
No, they're just.
That's kind of the thing. Yeah. They just do it.
Do you remember that episode of The Office?
Yes.
Where they were doing 100%. Parkour?
Yeah.
So I do that sometimes, like around the house. And the kids like just follow me, and they'll like just roll across the ottoman and go parkour, and then just
run like that,
and jump off the bottom of the step. Yeah,
I mean, that's awesome.
So Bubble, 6 out of 10 cumulatively for us, but I think that kind of makes sense. Because I'm more the
100%,
anime
yeah.
guy. You're not as big on anime.
Right. Yeah.
So that makes sense. You would give it a little bit lower. I'm more forgiving of the plot because I'm just like, it's just whatever to me.
Sure.
And it was one of those things is that as I was watching, I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense. I should just like pause this and watch it another time when I'm in a better headspace for it. But then I just kept watching it.
Sure.
Till it was over.
For me, it was just like, am I dumb? And then like, no, I'm not dumb. This plot doesn't make sense, but that's okay.
And it's
It
fine.
looks fine. It looks
It looks
fine.
good. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.